This video contains rumors, speculation, strong opinions,
Welcome, geeks, gamers, nerds, and players. You're all welcome. Let's have some entertainment tonight. There's a lot to talk about with the Snyder Cut. I got some friends here. Zever Fett. I have Sci-Fi Dragon. I guess we're going to talk about the Snyder Cut. It does exist.
It's blown up.
Yeah, there's a lot of movement. There's a lot of smoke, as our friend Jarbo says. I am interested to see if Popcorn Planet goes live tonight. Usually they usually have the stream set up already. It's supposed to be at 9 p.m. like just so you could see it's going to go live. I would wonder what the topic is. I'd have to probably log out the Twitter because I'm blocked to see. I don't
even know if he's blocked to me yet or not. So maybe I can find it.
Unblocking is not a thing. That's not, they block you, you're done. I got blocked off another thing yesterday, just for a former colleague going on their stream, and they brought the subject up, and I was just this is the level of conversation. They are not willing to engage in any type of counter argument. They were talking about like clickbait content, and I said Jodys Corners kind of like that too with his Rip Snyder Cut. What was all that about? And they're like, we're blocking you. And it was just I was just saying, this is what you're talking about. Isn't that a fair comment? And that's what I got blocked for. Not for swearing, not for harassment. This is what's happening. They are so used to having everyone listen to the, oh yeah, you're right. Any counter argument and pushback is met with you're being toxic, which I'd also, just so you know, I thought long and hard about re-releasing that video yesterday. And I don't like doing that either. But if you're first to bring someone else down, I say it's fair to look at yours. That's why I decided to re-release that. And especially the headache that it's caused me, because they don't want to talk to me anymore, but they want to talk to the guy that was in that room that put them in that situation. I said, you can have him. You can have Andy Signor. You think you don't want to be associated with me? Go right ahead. I do not care. And and I still do want to talk to them. But I doubt it will happen, and I don't really need to, because I think they're doing themselves in. So how have you guys been doing with all this? Are you really hyped for the Snyder Cut?
Yeah,
Always.
I'm really hyped.
Always,
especially
I've been having a good time with seeing everybody's like reacting to all the news that was months old, and then changing the narrative. It's been pretty fun.
Yeah, the main thing that everybody's talking about is the fact that the movie was screened for Warner Brothers executives, and that's kind of where this whole thing got started. This like momentum that started in the last few days.
Oh yeah. I think wasn't it you, Zever Fett, that sent me a message that even he may have known that there was a screening, but he I don't know. Someone told me that. I think it was you.
It could have been
Andy, that he knew that there was a screening, but that wasn't really talked about much in the article. Just it's never going to happen.
He mentioned a while back that he knew that there were talks, and he was saying that they went in. He went to the table. Him meaning Zack Snyder went to the table with the executives and was like, "Hey, I need X amount to finish the movie." And according to his sources or whatever, they laughed him out of the studio and whatever, but. If they weren't interested, there never would have been a meeting in the first place.
Right.
And I mean, if they're not interested at all, they would have been, hey, dude, you're working on your zombie film, see you later. But I mean, yes, he's made the studio so much money, from all of the movies that he's brought, through Warner Brothers that. And Warner Brothers, from what I've heard, is really loyal to their staff, to their the people that work with them. So, and if you recall that day that Jason Momoa ran out of the studios tweeting or whatever, and
it was exciting
and jumping, and he was like, "You don't know what's coming," it's like, no, but we'll find out, eventually. And I think one of the things was possibly the Snyder Cut being released, because it's a different take the whole movie. And I'm thinking like, okay, Whedon, the Whedon movie could be like they could do a Flashpoint and say, boom, that was a different reality.
Yeah.
Here's the Snyder cut, which is the current reality, or maybe that's the alternate reality. It doesn't matter. Just all I want to know is when is it going to be released, and when can I see it? I don't care if it's this year, next year, whatever. I do know that they want something on HBO Max, and they want something that no one else can get.
They cannot let this amount of hype go unanswered. Like they're letting these like Screen Rant, some of the bigger ones are not going to run this article without knowing something.
Sure.
Like to build up, and because the last thing Warner Bros. Want, if they're not going to do it, they're not going to say, hey, I mean, it's Access Media. There's still legit Access Media. I'm not saying there's not. That's not what I do. I don't say all Access Media is horrible. I'm just saying they would want they check a little bit with these articles. They're not going to let them run all this stuff at the same time just to not have an announcement again right when HBO Max comes out. So that's why I think for sure there's going to be some announcement, something.
There'll be something somewhere, but because there was no denial of it.
Yeah.
Ever from either DC or Warner Brothers, in that officially here we are. We do not want to have any more talks. They're not making any official statements, and if they're not making any official statements, if it's not a definite no, then it's a possible maybe. Mm-hmm. And like I said, I mean, it's going to see the light of day. I'm not worried that this thing is never going to see the light of day. It's definitely going to be there. It could be 5-10 years at the latest, 20 years, like freaking Donner. I mean, it took forever to see his cut, but it's going to see the light of day. We're going to see this movie. I'm not concerned or worried.
Yeah, and some fans think that Zack Snyder is actually going to do an announcement during his Man of Steel watch party that he's going to do in a few days.
Isn't that in the morning?
Yeah, I'm gonna miss that. I know that sucks.
I gotta call him and say, hey man, let's do this on the weekend, bro. I mean, let's grab a beer and do it on the weekend.
Well, we have some other exciting news with what we're planning for the Discord. I always said that this YouTube game and communities is not hard. What everyone misses first is you put community, people first, the rest follows. I'm not against 100% people making money, Patreon, because I even know Zeverfay, you guys do it too, which is fine. I just don't like where a large majority is the focus of that first. Get the people on board, get the community bigger, and it'll happen naturally, and you'll be more respected. So there's the critics, my former colleagues, think, oh, you turn monetization on your videos. I'm like, damn right. I never do super chats because me, genuinely, I just am here for friendship. And I don't ever want people to have to pay me, but I'm not against people doing it on their platform. Or if we work out collabs and I'm on your channel, I'm not going to say I'm not going to be there or nothing. It's not like that. But the Discord is popping. It's the best Discord I've been in part of. And I just did it as an experiment, really, because another friend of mine said, well, why don't you just do Discord? I'm like, I don't know. I don't have to pay money for it. And I just did it, created it. And I just started sending links and everyone popped in. So that really proves to me that a lot in my previous fan group were feeling the exact same way about the situation. Too many roles. And I want more community. I don't want to even make private rooms like for the top people. I just want it to be general chat. There was rooms for, so there's a lot of transparency. I do want leaders in the group. I like Zeverfat. I think your guys are unique too. A father and I said they're brothers as a joke, but
we get that all the time. Yeah,
no, we don't.
Matt's trying to correct you, but I think you're very. I think you work well together. It's great that your banter's great. You have a good path for success here on YouTube, and I think you have good. I see something in you guys too, along with my pal Sci-Fi Dragon and others in the Discord. So I want to work with you, and I'd like you to be like a leader in the Discord and just get collabs. It's not real serious. It's not like, oh, we're gonna change. It's just a friendly place to collab. And I kind of want to. My goals were always to go down the middle and be critical of both sides, access media and anti-access media that go more towards the clickbait, constantly anti-SJW. There is an issue there, but it's got out of control if you watch YouTube. I don't know if you agree with that or not. That's my personal opinion.
I agree with that.
Well, I agree that iron
There's
sharpens
issues.
iron. We love the banter. We love to disagree with each other, even though I know he's wrong.
I hate it. I want to tackle him every time.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
He does it on
that's-
purpose.
Yeah,
Make sure.
antagonize him.
Well, there's room for that. I'll make that the thumbnail. We'll get lots of no.
Just have an argue stream.
Brian Hill, master of Discord. I kind of want to make you the master of the Discord. He's really supportive dude. He's a good friend. It's been there a while. Ambassador's here. Yeah, Ambassador, that's the best Discord I've been a part of. And it's mainly because I just created it and I'm like, okay, have at it. I don't want many rules, just the main two. No politics and no religion talk.
The two most divisive topics.
Well, Ambassador's very passionate religion. I'm like, go and hey, more power to you. It's just that it never ends well. It never ends well because no one agrees. He's also a good person for community too. So we'll talk.
Yeah, he's
to him.
a cool guy.
Yeah. All right, and I'm refreshing the Popcorn Planet to see did they cancel the show this week. I don't know.
Maybe because they're trying to save face, like you guys said, and they don't want to go on there and be all anti Snyder Cut or anything.
Well,
he's got to get his footing. It's like I was 2 weeks ago. I was vying for this this sort of paradigm. And now that has shifted, now I have to, sort of recalculate and say, okay, now I have to, adhere to this. So, and he's kind of wondering what where he hopefully doesn't tarnish his brand or tarnish it, his audience or whatever.
Listen, I don't want him canceled either. I just
I don't think anybody should be canceled.
No, I'm against cancel culture too.
Yeah.
I just I agree with your right to be an ass and make mistakes, and I'm gonna point it out.
Yeah.
Just
be a man, say I messed up, and let's move forward amicably.
Hey, nerdy in many ways. Sorry I missed I've just been so busy. I do a full-time job with this. I also take care of my parents. And I've been wanting to get nerdy in many ways on here to talk and be on his show, and I just missed it. I'll send you a link. I don't know if you can make it in or not. I'll just send you a link anyway. Also, with this going forward, anyone that's upset with anything, I don't want you leaving the Discord. I want you to say, I want a community stream, or I want to be involved more. I think that's what other things that happens with small creators and these fan movements or groups. This isn't exactly a fan movement; it's just a group. They want to be included more. I always want to include as many as possible. So say in the Discord, hey, can we have a community stream? I want to, we'll give you a shot to pop on. Sometimes not. I'll be honest, not everyone clicks together, and it's not like, oh, I don't like you or not. It's just some people gel better than others.
Yeah. If it works, it works.
Right. So community streams are something I want to do regularly. And I think anyone should be able to ask for it instead of getting hurt feelings and leaving, which is absolutely ridiculous and not a path for progress. But like, oh, I'd like to have a community stream. We'll do a few topics and then open it up, and then we'll drop the link in the Discord where people could pop on.
Yeah,
that's what I would like to do. Nerdy in many ways should be able to chime in. Ambassador has his own Discord. Yeah, that's fair. Discord, that's fair, Ambassador. I know you like to talk about it. Say, hey, if someone brings it up and you want to discuss, be like, hey, pop into my Discord where I do that. I think that's fair. That's your right. I'm all for people's rights. All right. And let me get to some of the chat here. Did I miss anything? Because I haven't really been paying attention to the news since yesterday. Any other tidbits about?
Sci-Fi Dragon brought up about the what's her name? Batgirl?
Ruby Rose.
That woman.
Yeah, Ruby Rose.
Ruby Rose. Yeah, she's no longer going to be a part of that series. I can say I never watched the show.
I know that was the one that all the anti-SJW channels loved to hate on back then when it first came out with that first trailer, and everyone was saying it was woke and it was feminist and all this other stuff.
But I'm not going to say it's not. It is, but I'm like, I think there's room for it. Yeah. I mean, like, it's the CW.
If it's popular, then it's gonna bring in the numbers. If it's not popular, then get it out of here.
I've always said there are issues with these characters. It is overdone for marketing. But there is room for everyone, and there's no really winning the culture war. There's going to be these types of shows. There's going to be these types of superhero movies and shows.
Yeah.
I mean, if the CW, that's a perfect place for it. It's a younger audience. Younger audiences do consume some of this type of content. It's not unheard of. That's the place where it could thrive. I'm pretty disappointed to see her go because she was really trying hard. I don't think she's the best actress, honestly, but Ruby Rose, because for what she's in John Wick and some other things, she just I root for her, but I think she really wanted to do something with that. She did get a lot of criticism, and then she also had emergency spinal surgery.
Yeah, she got a hurt.
Which Mega Hater made fun of her for.
Oh yeah, there's a YouTuber that says go eat a burger when she was in surgery.
Oh wow,
that was pretty lame. I really went after. I was like, that's a bad take. That was really. And I'm like, look who's talking. Shouldn't be talking about what you eat. I mean, just because you're a vegetarian or something doesn't mean you can be athletic too. She was trying to say, because she's her lifestyle, that's why she's so fragile.
Actually, I mean, from what I've heard from bodybuilders and things like that, if you eat a lot of greens and whatever, it opens up the blood cells and you can actually, that's what a lot of top athletes do. Huh?
Who'd you hear this from?
Andrew.
Oh, Andrew.
Yeah, boom.
I mean,
where'd you hear that? No, they eat your greens.
I mean, there's an open conversation there, but just a lame take like that was pretty. When someone's in the hospital, that's what I don't like. So I mean,
just to kick someone when they're down,
Yeah.
So
Hey, Schwarzenegger said, "Don't drink
green cereal, you'll open up the blood flow."
Yeah. How do you think he got so big? The president. He's going to take him out to size. You can do it, Tutti Choppa.
All right. Well, here's some Trav. Okay. Okay. What else was I gonna say here? Oh, some plans for the future. I want to bring back Binge Buddies, which is just like streaming. I want to do it like simple at first. If you guys are up for it, Friday night, if you're available, I want to do like a Netflix has if you have Chrome on your computer, you could do a Netflix watch party and do like a stand-up comedian like Bill Burr, Paper Tigers, have some fun, and then talk about movie talk after.
Yeah, I'm down with like Dave Chappelle.
Oh, Dave! I didn't see the. I think
Dave.
there's a new. I didn't see
I like
the.
Dave.
I think there is a new Dave Chappelle. So I'd be up for that too. If that's the one you want to start with, sure.
I'm a big Dave Chappelle fan. I mean, he's another one that got canceled for like 7 years.
Right. So yeah, I love all comedy, really. So yeah, I'd be down for. I think he has a new one out. I did just watch the Jerry Seinfeld one. I'm still rooting for Jerry, but it was okay.
I saw it was like Cars. He was Cars and Celebrities or Celebrities.
Oh no,
and Cars
that's a show. Cars, comedians and cars getting coffee or something.
Something like that. Yeah. I saw like a couple episodes of that.
Yeah, but this was a stand-up special.
Oh, okay.
Trav just brought up Deep Blue C3 in the chat. I don't know if you want to highlight that.
I'm messed up on the chat. Oh, there's a lot of people in here.
I didn't even know they made 2.
Yeah,
they made it. They made it 2, but it was like
Samuel
Jackson.
Samuel Jackson, Deep Blue Sea.
And the sharks were they wearing something? Were they Mako sharks? Mako sharks?
Yeah, they were Mako sharks.
Smart sharks. Yeah.
Hey, Taylor
M.
trying
to be Jaws.
I'd like to have Taylor M on sometime too, because I think he's a supporter of Andy and Jody, if I remember. And I want to talk to everybody. I don't want anyone canceled. I just want to criticize the hell out of them. And but I don't know if I remember where you're at on Twitter, Taylor. Darn it. Let me see here. Okay. Well, I was dealing with something else on Twitter here. Sorry about that. Jody has a new video. No, I'm anticipating the video. I'm waiting for the live stream, which it's 9 p.m. now. Let me refresh Popcorn Planet. to see if
I can't believe it's 9 p.m. where you guys are at. It's
Yeah.
like it's barely 7 o'clock where I am,
Yeah.
and it's still
Nice.
daylight.
It's 8 here. Yeah, it's still light. Still light outside.
I don't see anything. Maybe they're taking a break from Change My Mind because their minds were changed. And listen, the backpedaling was pathetic. Saying we have to wait to see what Zach says, and it's
My
his
source
story
is
to
still
tell.
good. My source was right 2 weeks ago, but now my source is still right this week, and I just got to change some things.
And I will.
I'm Randy Signor.
I will
My
ask this.
Signor impression.
Yeah, I will ask this question. All right, hold on. Oh, do you think he's checked with his sources, or the source was all the articles coming out?
Man, I think
there's
this goes
getting
with
moved.
like an intern or
No. I mean, but when he said, I
secretary.
checked with them again today, and there is movement. Do you think he actually checked, or he just saw all the articles popping up? I don't think he checked anything.
No, he didn't. He didn't go back to him like, "Hey, you gave me this invalid information. Care to clarify?" Because
Yeah.
I need to do a retraction. That's what I was like. I was telling you last night. I was like, "Yeah, you should have that clip where J. Jonah Jameson got on to Eddie Brock in Spider-Man 3. It was like, I haven't done a retraction in like 7 years or some crap like that.
Yeah, he was retracting and backpedaling like crazy.
He's like, yeah,
They all were.
my source is still correct.
Well, this is
like,
why I don't do I don't do the source game. I don't. I'm like, I always say I do rumors and speculation, and I always say it's just like my whole thing from when I started my channel is like just like guys talking in the room. I'll say some crazy stuff. Doesn't that mean it's true? I'd rather
like Chris Juan and Fatal Jane. But my source is Zack Snyder. If Zack Snyder
Right.
says, "Hey, there was a Discord, or there was negotiations fell through. Sorry, guys. And but I've got to move on with my life. Then I'd be like, okay, we're not going to get that. Let's focus on Wonder Woman 84 or Batman or whatever movie else is coming out. Black Adam, Shazam 2, all that. And that's all still coming. I mean, just give me more content. That's all I care about. I mean, we'll do binge buddies on Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Oh yeah. We gotta watch it together. We gotta do this watch party when it eventually comes out. Oh man, that would be epic. All right. I was debating whether I should watch the Jodys Corner video where he says "Rip Snyder cut" again, just to have some laughs to see how
Oh
hard.
yeah, the one where he said Jody Damas.
Jody Dumps. The thing about Jody and Andy is that Andy is Jody's source. So because Andy had made this claim, and that fits with the narrative that Jody, because Jody didn't like Superman, which I understand. I mean, Chris Reeve is my Superman. He's the one I grew up with, the one I modeled myself after. He's my hero, and he's every hero that Marvel asked. That they all model off of Chris, and he's fantastic. But Henry was foreign to Jody, and he didn't like it so much. He didn't like some of the directions that Zach took, and I understand that. I see. I mean, there's we did a thing about a review on Man of Steel, and there was a lot of things that, I mean, we start every review with what do you like, what do you not like.
I gotta go, guys.
Oh, thanks.
Your food's there. All right, man, enjoy. So what I was saying is that there's some things that we didn't think was okay. I mean, I don't think that Zack Snyder is the end all, and he can make no errors, and I mean, he comes back and he goes and
Callie.
he'll change his certain things about his movie or whatever. Everybody goes back and refines, and that's what I think really benefited Zack on this Justice League, because he wasn't down on, or he wasn't confined to the November deadline to really break down and destroy his version of Justice League. I want the 5-hour cut. I don't think we're going to get that, but unless they go to streaming. I mean, not streaming.
Well, Zebra, I don't mean to interrupt you, but
episodic.
You're going to run the show for a few minutes because my dog is driving me crazy again. I'm going to get her a bone so she settles down.
Everybody likes a bone.
I'll put you full screen for a second.
Oh, sweet. So anyway, like I was saying, I don't know if you disagree. But I would definitely like to see his full, his first initial cut, his rough cut. That would be fun. That'd be very interesting to see. Just his.
I'd like to see the
story.
final cut.
Chris Terrio is an awesome
to
writer.
finish it and refine.
Yeah,
it
yeah. I mean, he
everything.
had all this time to. Yes, he's working on his zombie movie, right?
Yeah,
but he's also working on this. He has a studio in his house. Yeah. And he's got Deborah that can, she's a producer. She can produce. She can get him whatever he lacks, whatever he requires. So I want to see that. I want to see this had better be the most definitive Zack Snyder movie he's ever worked on in his whole compilation of movies, because he's had so long to work on it, to refine it.
That's a high pedestal.
It is, but I
high.
put it there because he's a professional. He's been professional the whole time. Back to you, Max.
Oh, what you're saying? Oh, hey. Yeah, I agree. I think I find
90% of the time I'm 100% accurate.
Yes. Hey, Jeffrey's in here.
Hey,
there's some guys I haven't seen before.
what's going on, Jeff?
Reach for the skies.
Nice.
Oh, I didn't mean to highlight that. Limited series now. I will buy. Yeah, that's the other thing. I
do want physical media.
Yes.
Because that's the thing, is that they're all pushing towards streaming and all this crap. But what happens if your internet goes down? I want the physical media. What happens if you want to broadcast it to outside and you have to use your blow up what do you call it theater projector. Yeah, exactly. So I mean that's why I'm a proponent for physical media. I don't really need a disc. They can start selling like little thumbnail movies on there. Just give me the
You're ahead of your time.
I am ahead of my time.
You need to come
I've
back.
seen the movie. We got to get back, Doc. Back to
well, I keep refreshing Popcorn Planet to see, and there's nothing. Let me know if they're live.
Popcorn Planet has been cheesed.
They know you're camping outside the door.
Right. I mean,
The madman's outside.
well, the people that say, why don't you reach out to them? How can you talk to them if they ignore you?
Yeah.
Ignore. Don't just do that. He ignores you. Unless you are real sweet to him. If you butter him up, maybe with some cash apps. That's where I think that we need to do possibly change our mind where we don't do the focus on cash apps first and get some people from the I want to talk to the opposing side. I really do. That's the most interesting conversation. I love that. I reached out to a former colleague that's very doesn't believe the Snyder Cut exists, and he was still saying yesterday, "I don't believe it exists." I'm like, "Oh God!" After all this, and he hasn't really responded to me, so I was really hoping to get him on the show, but it's just not.
Well, the day that it's finally announced. And the day that you finally get a release date, street date, whatever it is, that's the day that the internet's going to blow up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, people are they're going to lose their minds. Like Zach was saying, that people are going to lose their minds if they went the hard, what was it, the hard cut or his hard story. With either, I don't know if people would lose their minds with Lois dying, or if people would lose their minds with seeing Batman.
Oh, Taylor M sent me a message. I'll give you a link, Taylor, if you want to pop on. I'm always open to hear others. Change my mind, Taylor.
Maybe
his mind.
Justice League Dark,
the Apocalypse War. If they went that route, that'd be dark. I mean, Batman dying, Lois.
But
dying,
I think people are cool with the Justice League Dark Apocalypse War because it's animated.
Mm-hmm.
So they're not as invested in versus that live action.
Plus, you have a well-established universe, so you're already
it is a well-established. See, that's what I like to slow burn. I just, and that's kind of what Marvel did or whatever. And so I've heard that's what Zach wanted to do, but WB was like, we need to be making some Avengers money over here. And they were like,
Geekdom fan, I will address it later. Okay. I'll talk to whoever on I don't like to block. I am not revealing the reason, and maybe we can resolve it. I'll speak with you on Twitter privately. Okay. I do not like to block, believe me, but there's some shenanigans afoot. So that's why.
If you say shenanigans one more time, I'm going to pistol whip you.
Shenanigans. We're on the stream.
What movie is that from?
Come and get me. I go hardcore. No, that's my last resort. I really do not like to censor people because what's happened to me? Block. No, I do not. I don't want to, but there's other factors that I had to other people's safety. That's why. Okay. So that's why. But I'm open. I'll talk to you in the message. Okay. All right. Let me see here. Oh, I think he sent me. Sci-Fi sent me a thing to react. I think just if Popcorn Planet is not going to go live because I'm not letting Jody live this down. I'm going to say, where's your reaction now after you were dancing on the grave of the Snyder Cut? That's why I made the thumbnail like that.
That's the only thing that I disagree, or not the only thing, but one of the things that I disagree. There's slight little, other things that I disagree with Jody, but you shouldn't tell somebody what they can watch and can't watch or whatever. I mean, you can't say, oh, this shouldn't come out. Yeah, you guys couldn't get X, Y, and Z. It's like, let it happen. I think he's in a way sort of ruled by fear, the fear of the DCEU or the Snyderverse or whatever would then post release of the Snyder Cut would continue that timeline, would continue that version of Superman, the one that he's disconnected from. And I think that's his main issue, is that he's afraid that that's where the narrative is gonna go. It's gonna lead because this whole movement is working to get something released that could potentially influence movies and ideas later on down the line. And I mean, hell, I wouldn't mind seeing it, even if it doesn't change anything. I mean, I just want to see another movie, the movie that we were supposed to get, or a better version of the movie we were supposed to get, since he had more time to work on it. And then on to the next movie.
Right.
I mean, it's
see, my personal opinion, I'm not gonna censor my opinion, is more on intention and just typical YouTube BS. I think he's just it's trendy to be ahead of the game, to hate on something, then you pop in the algorithm in the search. So He wants to be the one that says it's never going to happen. So when it doesn't, you're like, see, I told you, and I don't. Well, if you take he might not like the movie, but I think he does a whole circus, so he could be the one that says, "Bam, slam dunk on you."
Yeah, I mean, I agree with his assessment on the theatrical version of Batman v Superman. It was incoherent. It didn't make a lot of sense, and it seemed rushed, and there were a lot of things in there that didn't quite mesh. I, however, loved seeing my characters on the screen in the same movie for the first time. There are things that I didn't like about Zack Snyder's version, even the Ultimate Edition. There's some things that I didn't like about it, but overall, it was still an entertaining movie, and I own it, and I've watched it. I've watched it more than one time. So
I've watched it I've watched Batman v Superman and Justice League. I still enjoy Justice League. I don't hate it. I just know it could be better.
There are things in it that are enjoyable, like when you first see Batman and he's on that, he's in the reflection, where that thief was coming out of the building or whatever. That looked awesome. It reminded me of the Batman the Animated Series. But then right after that, he rode a parademon around the city and then landed on the same building like 10 minutes later. I'm like, so he went a circle? He couldn't land on a different building? It just seemed like that particular sequence, even though it was shot well and looked pretty, it just didn't seem like it was well thought out. So, I mean, there's a scale, and I'm not one to just like, anything you do is good, but
where's Jody's retraction?
Well, he did a slight retraction when he did his Ultimate Edition review, where I think he gave it a B-.
No, I mean on Snyder Cuts. This is the nail in the coffin. Rip. Rest in peace.
I don't know, man.
I'm gonna hold it. Hey, Jody, Clown Corner, Jokey's Corner. I'm waiting to get wrecked. I am waiting to get wrecked. I'll keep on him. I'm not letting him live this out. He's trying to go silent and wade out damage.
I'm sure that he's sort of like, you know, I mean, like I said, he put all of his ducks into Andy Signor, and Andy Signor came back with nothing but quack, and now he's with this new information. Well, not really new information. I mean, this was streamed the meeting was back in February, so it's not like this is new information here, and that's what makes Andy Signor's his initial, you know, Fandom Wire.
Sorry, Ambassador. I might get you on next time. I didn't mean to. All right, sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you either.
Oh no, it's all good. It's all right. You know, let people know what's up. But that's why, you know, the Fandom Wire article 2 weeks ago, you know, was like he had a fresh source. He ran with it. He took the bait and he made an article and he published it and he put his stamp on it. He put his signature. He put his name on it and said, you know, hey, you know, hug my cactus.
Yeah.
And
well, just so you know, I was a frequent collaborator on Nerd Report, and I said before that week, I said, hey, Lewis, we need to do like a debate both sides on the Snyder cut. And then the next week they did this big circus. The next week, and I wanted to work with them on that. That's just a little extra that I didn't reveal before. So I'm very disappointed with people. And I said that off air after the show. I'm like, this is such a hot topic. We need to discuss it on both sides. Yeah. So he kind of like, I think he took the idea and ran with it. Went to Andy. What they like to do is get the loudest mouths on
you've
YouTube.
got to go where it's going to make the most noise.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, so, Chubby Teddy. Chubby Teddy is a good friend of mine. He's more he doesn't do YouTube much. I'll send you a link, Chubby, in case you could get in here. He's really funny. Big Snyder Cut fan. I hope you can make it here. Yeah, I want everyone to be included in the Discord. I want all ideas to be heard. If you want me to do a community stream, ask for it. I guess I'm the so-called leader, even though I don't really want to be, because of the failures of previous stuff. But really, you're all leaders too. That's what I want. And something else that might happen this weekend is Sunday. We might have with my former colleagues. I already interviewed this guy, but since there's so much Mandalorian 2 stuff going on, I thought I'd reach out to him again. Dominic Pace from the Mandalorian. We might have him on Sunday. So if you want to be involved, let me know. I'll let you know if that's still going to happen. I don't want to speak from 100%, but he said it sounds good. So I think we will have
Tamar Morrison is going to join him.
No, not me. I don't think. I appreciate anybody's willing to talk to this madman in a mask. I really do. And he's just a good dude. He's really happy to be involved in the Mandalorian. Oh, what did you say?
Oh, Pedro Pascal.
Oh, yeah, that's next time.
Yeah,
for sure. I'll announce that next.
He'll have to wear his helmet because he can't take it off.
Yeah. Let me see here. I gotta maybe I just watch the beginning of Joe because I don't see. I'm gonna refresh it one more time. I don't see it happening. Oh, they are live. They're talking about Batwoman.
Well, yeah.
So
that's the big story.
Let me see. All right, I'm going to share it now.
Ruby Rose has told them where they can stick the batarang.
All right, here we go. They're never going to let me. I don't even know if I should do this. They were a little bit late. The usual suspects are. Oh, now it's frozen.
Half a year out, and then just
there you go.
The few VOD movies that came out, and then some of them that are taking their gambles coming out in the winter. I don't think it's right. I don't know how you're going to police it.
If I was able to comment in the chat, and this is what they would consider trolling. This is absolutely what they consider trolling. I would say, hey, Jody, are you going to give an update on your Rip the Snyder Cut video? That's what I would generally ask him, and that is not hate. That's a genuine question.
I don't know if people are going to go.
I guess it makes sense that they don't do that. To be honest, I don't care. I don't care if it comes out or if it doesn't. I mean, what? That's the point. No one cares. No one cares about the Oscars no more.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
Now he's against Oscars.
Yeah,
I mean, to be honest, I don't watch any of
Yeah,
the
yeah,
awards.
yeah.
It's a
I
circle
watch
jerk.
this because it's like
Yeah, you're right.
Cares?
oh, the movie award.
Like, and I want to tell you about
Yeah, I've
this
heard it. I
this
agree.
thing that I donate to, and the world sucks and it
Like,
needs
oh
to
my
be a
God,
better.
cool.
And they all stand on the
I
platform
felt
and
like, oh my God, but it doesn't
tell
mean
you about
anything, but it's still
whatever.
cool
It's
to
just
have
kind
it.
of boring.
Oh,
An Oscar would be cool to have. I get it, but yeah, it's all just a pattern.
everyone can hear okay?
But we'll see what happens there. But
What
I
did
want
you win that MTV Movie Award for?
Oh, Taylor's giving me an update. Jody said for later.
Watch on Twitch tonight.
Oh,
We'll
tight, okay.
react to it. If you guys don't watch our Twitch streams, that'd be fun to
Okay.
revisit old videos that I've done to sort of put them out there. Do commentaries.
We might be bored watching this because I don't think they're ever really going to address
I
it.
think I asked you before.
Well,
everything good with you before we get
do you
into
want to
this?
talk about the Oscars?
Man, things are
No.
the channel's going, loving the way that
The
this,
channel's-
team up is going. Couldn't be happier. Let's keep it
I could be
going, man.
happier.
Love it. And we're gonna do Yin and Yang tomorrow. Some fun.
Yeah, tomorrow's
fun in
gonna be
store.
a Trill Talk. Yeah,
Real
tomorrow's
talk.
gonna
Hey,
be
Chubby
something
Teddy.
different. It's gonna be keeping
Hey,
it real with
what's
Jody.
going
Maybe
on?
Tomorrow with Yin and
All
Yang.
right, how are
doing?
you?
No topics. We're just gonna talk.
Good,
Wow.
not bad, man.
Real talk.
You're making
thought I
a
would
face
say, hey,
reveal.
Making a
Real
faces
clear.
reveal and
New
everything.
story,
Just
that's
thought I
usually
would
what
say
happens.
hey, and
Yeah, Lewis, what's up? I see
I've only got a few
everybody
minutes.
in
I got to
there.
walk
Thanks
the
for
actual
watching.
chubby
Thanks
Teddy
so
Doug.
much.
But
Keo Band,
I just honestly, Max,
comedy,
I just wanted to come in and I mean,
what was crazy?
I always knew I'd give you a face reveal. But I always said when something big happens, I'll do it.
Oh, man.
And I feel like something big is happening. So I just wanted to say, hey,
Yeah.
show you my mug, my ugly mug. And,
No, I don't know what I was
and my
expecting.
big old
but-
chiclet teeth and everything.
Yeah.
And say hi to these guys.
Chiclets are
I know they're
good.
just like chiclets are good. I know. But actually they're more like the jaws of life here. I got these big old chompers here, but hopefully they're not scaring you guys away. But
No. Better to see you with, my dear.
Yeah, Chubby
Right on.
Teddy, we need you in this movement of just great YouTubers just having fun. I really want you to start your channel up. You need to be great presence. I'm real excited. Thanks for the reveal. You surprised the hell out of me.
Man. Of course,
I was ready
Of
for the
course.
Chubby Teddy picture.
Nah, I thought I'd be myself and real with you, like we always are with each other. So I just wanted to come and say hi. We're at a good point with the Snyder Cut movement, and
I agree.
and dude, Ruby Rose just left Batwoman. This is awesome, man.
Oh no!
I mean, this is all killer, no filler, man. Like I think this is big things are on the horizon, man. Good things, man.
Yeah.
They might just fire Bendis, man. This could be awesome.
All right.
I don't know. Anyways, I vomited enthusiasm too much at you guys. Hope you guys.
No. You're great.
But I just wanted to say hi. Introduce myself to you guys. Thanks for being collaborating with Max and everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Thanks for coming on.
We've just been friends. We started friendship first, and then just collabs later. Like really, we're just
Yeah, I
friends.
sent him chocolates, and he liked
That's
them.
awesome. That's awesome, man. That's how you got to do it, man. Got to keep it fun, man. Got to keep it. What am I thinking of? I don't know why I'm thinking this, but I'm thinking of.
Willy Wonka.
Oh God, Yes, exactly.
What is
Right out of my
never-ending
mouth, man.
gobstopper?
That's it, man. The big blueberry and everything.
Hey,
Oh,
I still want to see your
Here's my little Oompa Loompa.
your action figure
Yeah, exactly.
collection and your
My tan. That's my tan.
Yeah.
he has got amazing collection of action figures and collectibles. I
We'll
need
do a
these.
tour.
All right,
Awesome.
please.
We'll do a nerd tour. We'll do my office tour, as my wife calls it.
Yeah, we need to.
She does not like the term nerd room.
Yeah, we need to get you involved more. All right, thanks for stopping by. I think we're gonna watch Jody's dancing on the grave of the Snyder Cut for shits and
Oh
giggles.
my God, man, that guy. He's something else, man. Him and that. He's something else, man.
Yeah.
He's worth the price of admission at least, man.
I mean,
Jeez,
he
what a
is
train wreck.
It's definitely something worth a watch. He's not right, but I think we got to give him his due since they're talking about Batwoman on the most important day for the Snyder Cut. Yeah, I'm gonna pull that up just a little bit. Hold on, let me see. Jokey's Corner. No, that won't bring it up. It should though. Jodys Corner. Rip.
Dude, I love your Robin shirt, by the way.
Oh,
That's
thanks.
awesome.
Thanks.
That's killer, man. That's killer, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that
He was my
is that
favorite
Tim
Robin.
Drake? Is Tim
Yeah,
Drake your
it's
favorite
actually
Robin?
Tim Drake. Yeah. The
Nice.
one that came out in the '90s and was originally going to be played by Marlon Wayans. Yeah,
yes,
in Batman Returns, and then
Batman
they
Returns.
nixed that idea. So,
right.
but yeah, he came out then. I got the first 4 issues of the Robin comic book because I love the design. I was always a big. I mean, I used to watch the Adam West show and all that, so
Nice.
I was always big into Burt Ward and everything. And then I would have loved to have seen. I think Michael J. Fox was in talks for a little bit to play Robin in the '80s.
God, that would have been awesome.
Tim Burton. Yeah, before Tim Burton. But that didn't come to fruition. So
I didn't know about that.
Yeah. So that would have been great.
Awesome, man. That would have been so cool.
Yeah,
I mean,
I actually
why
I
didn't
went to
they
an open
do that?
casting call for the role of Robin in Batman Forever, but at the time it was called Batman 3 because they still had Michael Keaton in the role, and then they showed him the script, and he was like, nah. So then that opened up so much money after they did that, and Val Kilmer got the role, and so Wolfgang Peterson was actually the director before Schumacher, and Schumacher had a pretty good movie before. It was like called The Time to Kill with Samuel Jackson, Matthew McConaughey.
Yes.
It was a good movie, and I was like, "Oh,
yes,
Batman's
they deserve
in
to
good
die,
hands."
but I hope they burn in hell.
Yeah,
Right.
It's like I just want to see some nipples. Show me some nipples.
What a time, man! What a golden time that was, man.
Oh yeah.
Jeez Louise.
Man,
Wow.
this is great
Wow.
timing too. Like society's sort of getting on track again. People getting back to work. I mean, not as much as we'd like. This great news, man. It's positive. We need a lot of positive. I'm so happy to
Definitely.
be a fan right now.
Yeah.
I don't see. This is where
Definitely.
I always disagreed with these group of YouTubers. How can you say something not happening, even if you don't a fan of it, is a good thing? I cannot.
Yep.
I cannot co-sign that at all, and I will speak against it every day of the week. Something not happening that a fan wants. It's already there. Most of the work's been done.
Right.
Never to see the artist.
Now, if
full
it's
vision.
like Inception, like okay, I'd have to disagree with you a little bit there. Going back to the Superman Lives, I'm so glad that was not made with the long-haired Nicolas Cage.
Oh, I want to see it
Like,
now.
It's like it's like you got kryptonite. I'm going to steal the Declaration of Independence of the United States of America.
Oh my gosh, you're funny, man.
It was
national treasure.
it was. But it was such a horrible idea. Tim Burton was actually attached to that. I don't know if he was going to produce it or direct it.
No kidding.
Yeah. It was just like such a bad idea. And they weren't going to have Superman fly. They were going to have him like back in the day, they were going to have him leap, and he was just going to be super strong or whatever. But I'm overjoyed that particular incarnation did not see the light of day. He went to costume fittings. I mean, Superman is Nicholas Coppola is his favorite character. But again, I'm glad that Brandon Routh was the next incarnation we saw. Of course, it was a bad story, and that didn't continue. They're really banking on that to kick it off. That and Green Lantern with Ryan Reynolds, but
right.
We're here now. We have Henry Cavill. I love Henry Cavill. I want him to have a good story.
That's the other thing. They're talking about him coming back.
Yeah, we just released a
I think
video
we're
of
gonna get
that today.
Cavill back.
You can watch it right now on Zever Fett. But I'm so stoked because I do want to see him. I want to see him. I think he's awesome. What do you think?
Yeah, I think he's great.
Awesome. Thank you. Back to me.
Stupid.
Hey, I wanted to Max.
Yeah.
Max, hold on a second. I wanted to show you somebody. Hey, Doug, come here.
I love.
Come here, Dougie.
Oh, Doug.
Here's Doug. Here's Doug for you.
Oh, that's a great dog.
Doug says hi. Doug says hi. Here he is.
I love him.
He doesn't want to be bothered. He doesn't want to be bothered. He's ready for his walk, I guess.
Celebrity.
Anyways, guys, listen, this is awesome. I really want to collaborate more on especially this DC talk, especially this inside baseball stuff you guys are going over. This is awesome. Like
Yeah,
this
I
is like all killer no filler stuff we're talking about.
That film Bob interview that was so good.
Totally awesome.
Oh yeah, that was great.
And
yeah, when he jumped on
Jeffrey
the Fatal
Jarbo.
J's stream and all that, and it was entertaining like crazy. Very fun to watch. I tried to jump in that just in the comments just to be a part of it because it was fun.
Right.
Well,
we're almost at an hour. I want to watch just a little bit of this and then end in 10 minutes just for some laughs because this is Warner Brothers trolls the Snyder Cut fans, rip Snyder Cut, and then it's never going to happen. They hate it, is what Andy did. So let's have. They deserve this. They absolutely deserve.
Oh man.
The
Anyways, guys, I got to dip. You take care.
All right, man.
All right, thanks, Chubby Teddy.
You bet.
Thank you for watching.
She doesn't know about your Zach hate.
Jodys Corners. My favorite.
I am jealous of him there. I'll admit that. I would like to be given a hug by both those ladies.
Yeah.
He's got a nice intro. I like his intro.
Woo!
Woo!
As good as your boy Jody Joe.
Jody Joe.
Corner,
Tell us what's up, Jody.
Here.
What's up today?
What a day it is.
Yes, it is. What a day.
Grateful day. Gal Gadot's birthday. Happy birthday, Gal Gadot. This is for you. In huge news with Wonder Woman comes the absolute destruction.
This destruction.
Of the Snyder Cut.
Oh my God! Did you realize?
Warner Brothers has lashed out and finally.
Oh man, I'm so hurt.
Arrest and put to blunder.
The blunder.
How they feel about the Snyder Cut, bruh. They put in the Harley Quinn show an actual nerd, ignorant, idiotic. Foolish.
Foolish.
Warner Brothers painted this man as an ignoramus.
Ignoramus. Oh boy, I want to ask you about that.
Conspiracy theorist, crazed fan that just lashes out and is angry at the world. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to react to the clip that was taken from the Harley Quinn show about this man who in the blue shirt who has released the Snyder Cut.
And this was right after Andy broke
right
his story, and
who his shirt says the
So
Last Jedi is not canon. This is symbolic.
which I do agree.
Outrage, these are
Last Jedi is like
Last Jedi.
and it's making them look terrible.
Oh
More
really?
importantly,
Do we still look terrible?
More sensical in this bit, but the white dude with the Snyder shirt is like depicted as a toxic fan. I don't have to say nothing else.
Toxic
Let's
YouTuber.
just look at the clip and
Okay,
react, bro.
let's look. I like the clip. I like this. This just doesn't admit it's a thing.
You want to watch this show? You know they just did a 3-episode arc where Harley beats Penguin, Riddler, and Mr. Freeze using nothing but her Mary Sue powers.
Are you sure you haven't seen the show?
Yeah, because I'm not a 12-year-old girl. Also, dude, why would I watch a show that's set in Gotham City, but Batman's barely in it?
You watched all 5 seasons of Gotham.
Because it wasn't a fucking tsunami of virtue signaling.
Oh
Here,
my God.
smart guy. Let's see what this week's episode of Harley Quinn is about.
DC
Harley
Universe, there's
Quinn
nothing on
and
there.
her best friend Poison Ivy. See? Aren't you
Yes,
in this
you're
episode
right.
Which focuses on
Nerdy in many
Batman
ways.
waking from his coma and vowing to take back
Right.
Gotham City. Fuck.
He's complaining about SJW virtual signaling.
He does
Acts
those
like
type
he
of
knows
videos.
What he's talking about.
Jody
Makes
does
him look
this.
foolish. He says, "Let's take a look at this Harley Quinn episode and see some more SJW," only to find out.
In this episode, which focuses on Batman waking from his coma and vowing to take back Gotham City.
Batman waking from his coma. And
Are you
vowing
sure
to
they're
take
not
back
talking about the Batwoman
Telling
series?
you Snyder fan, I think he knows
Yeah.
what he's talking about.
I
But
think
the
that's the same
reality of the
premise.
situation that is actually at hand
Oh.
is he doesn't know jack
Oh.
shit.
Oh.
It's nothing.
Wait
that
a
is
second.
Actually at hand is he doesn't know jack shit.
Yeah.
Situation that is actually at hand is he doesn't know jack. The reality of the situation that is actually at
Film
hand
Gob, we
is
need
he
you,
doesn't
brother.
know jack shit.
There's so much gold here. I want to see Gob Life. Oh man, with that doesn't know jack shit, and then with Andy saying we have to wait on Zach. This is for Zach.
Yeah, yeah. He's the real source.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, your intern failed you.
You know what? I'm actually not that bad of a guy, so we could watch more, but I'll give Jody a rest until he's ready to wreck me. Doesn't he say that at the end of the video? I'm gonna wreck you. I'm gonna wreck you. Jody Damas Jody Damas, I'm waiting for you, brother. I want to talk to you real soon. So that's where we'll end it. Quick 55 minutes. Nerdy in many ways. We want you involved here. I want as many people in the conversation as possible. So join us. Join the Discord. Follow Zeverfet. These are good guys. They're going to have a bright future. I'm going to make sure of it. Believe it. Don't ever count out the madman. Others have learned in recent weeks. Don't do it. So we're going to go strong. We're going to have some fun. Tune in Friday. I'm hoping to get that Binge Buddy episode, just like a test run with, hopefully we'll watch Dave Chappelle stand up. And then Sunday,
Tinkerbell.
Yeah.
The movie.
Yeah. And then we're going to have hopefully Dominic Pace on Sunday. And then I'm going to work on other guests, as many that would speak to a madman on the internet with a mask. And yes, I'm still wearing a mask. That's the other thing. I'll talk to you when you don't wear a mask. I'm like, I'm not revealing my face for you. So too bad. All right. So thanks everyone for watching. I got to get your channel up so they go subscribe. Everyone watching, subscribe to Zeverfet.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, man. Leave us a comment. We love interacting with you guys.
Yeah.
That's the highlight for me.
We need to get them to 100 subs soon. And then they're going to grow from there. I'm sure of it. I'm absolutely sure of it.
I appreciate that.
Here is the link. Go sub now and leave a comment. The Madman sent me. The Madman sent me. And where's Mad Matt? Where's Mad Matt's next video? Where's his next? Where's his next trailer?
Oh yeah. Okay. This guy did the Ben Affleck.
Oh yeah,
with
with
Danny
Elfman
Elfman music over.
music,
He did that years ago and he lost it, so he's gonna re-edit that.
Yeah,
because it was pretty cool.
Hey, it's good to have an editor in this fan group too.
It's so easy for me just to do stuff and just like leave and like, hey, take care of it for me. So make me look good.
Oh, see, so already subbed. Okay.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Watch our videos. I'd love to hear what you thought. What you think?
The next video is gonna be Stargirl, so be on the lookout.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm interested. I haven't watched it yet, so I'm interested.
We're about to.
Right. Yeah, we're about to. Yeah, we're gonna eat.
Was that film you reviewed recently, the animated? Is that on DC Universe? Or did you?
Yeah. Stargirl's on DC.
No,
Universe.
you're talking about Justice League Dark, Apocalypse War?
Oh, the Apocalypse War.
No.
It's not on. It's not in DC Universe. They don't put stuff like that on DC Universe.
All right, you got it
on HBO Max, but it won't be on DC Universe.
All right, be sure to follow us all, and I'll see you next time. And reach out to me on Twitter at MadMaxMovies1 if you want to be on the show sometime, or if you want a link to the Discord, and I'll send you a link if you want to get involved. It's called the Fandom Alliance Network. And we don't have a lot of roles, just to have some fun. And you're allowed to criticize everyone, and no one's going to place the blame on you for it. Bye, everyone.
Later.